my name's Rosie and welcome to my channel. How are you all? I hope you're all doing really well. So this is my little sister Bryony and she's got the giggles because we're doing a mukbang video today. We just went to McDonald's and I dropped the whole fucking lot on the floor, didn't I? Chips everywhere, so I'm eating floor chips now. Sorry. It's just my drink. Yeah. So I asked you guys to send me out some questions and we're gonna answer them whilst eating and stuffing our faces with McDonald's. Just a little private message to our father. We would suggest that you don't watch this video because we're gonna be covering all topics sexual and all
don't watch it, Dad.
All lady stuff we are
Dad,
covering.
turn it off. Turn it off, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad.
You don't want to watch this. I know he's going to watch it anyway. He won't listen, but just be prepared. We are going to talk about dildos. Let's start off with an easy one. Okay, so what has annoyed you the most over this year in lockdown, basically, throughout lockdown? Panic buyers.
Yeah. Come to work.
Yes, not having any time off. That's so true, me too, yeah. People being ridiculous with buying everything that they don't need. Selfish people, that makes me really angry.
Bog roll.
Yeah. And yeah, working throughout, you're right. Like so many people are like, oh, it's so rubbish not being able to work.
Try work every day.
Yeah, but you have to work every day for it and risk getting COVID every day and getting it, in my case, twice. You haven't had it, have you?
No, very lucky. I was in a car with someone who had it. They didn't tell me they had it.
Oh, I don't want your life story.
I know.
How to be more confident in the bedroom when being a curvier girl? Embrace your titties. Yeah. Exactly that. Embrace yourself. Like,
I think as long as you feel nice. Like for me, I'd fake tan if I was seeing someone the first time. I'd like fake tan, make sure I feel really nice.
Yeah.
And if they don't want
exfoliate,
shave,
get all that flaky old skin off.
Oh, do you have flaky old skin?
No, I'm talking about you. I think really confidence is so sexy, isn't it? Like, and the person that you're going to be sleeping with, whether it's for the first time or you're in a long-term relationship or whatever, they already know what you look like. Like with clothes on, they already know that you're a curvier girl. They already like, and that's what they'll be attracted to. And what will make you even more attractive whilst in the bedroom is having confidence. Like, you know it yourself. Imagine if the tables were turned and you fancy your partner so much and then they were so insecure and not confident about themselves, that would make you feel really sad, wouldn't it? Like, but when they're all confident and having fun, and sex is about fun, like when you're having sex with someone, you want to be able to laugh with each other. You want to be that confident that you can, if something goes wrong, who cares? Like, just laugh it off and have a good time. Do you think?
I think as well, if you're like nervous about it, like being a curvy girl, ask what they like. Then that way you can show your confidence throughout that, can't you?
What do you mean?
Like, ask what they like. If they like, I don't know, to be tied up or something.
Oh,
then do you know what I mean?
Straight in for the tie up.
And then you know they like that. Therefore, you can be confident.
But do you think if you're super like, do you think if you're super not confident already, that'd be really difficult for you to do like a bit more kinky stuff? Because some people are too scared to even get on top. Never mind to be tying people up.
Okay.
But I know what you mean. Like, taking an interest in what each other's interested in, definitely.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But don't do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But I think just believe, like, being reassured that, you know, they already know what you look like. They already know you're a curvier girl. They'll be attracted to that. Not everyone is attracted to slim people. Like, you know, it's what makes the world go round. They're not just being with you because it's someone to be with, you know.
If worst comes to worst, just be funny.
That's it. Have fun with it. Laugh with it. Like, have a good time with it and enjoy it. Otherwise, you're not going to be having fun. You're not going to be enjoying yourself.
Honestly, so I'm the sort of person, if I was in an awkward situation, I'd be like, Tina the talking tummy. I would do that.
She does that all the time.
Don't forget about Beck Fat Betty.
I'm choking my chip. Anything else for that, to be confident as a curvy girl in the bedroom?
No, I don't think so.
Another good thing as well is like what makes you feel good and sexy. So is there a certain kind of underwear that makes you feel sexy and that sort of thing? Like I have gone with like crotchless pants before, because if I don't want to like necessarily, I'm a bit insecure about my tummy and being with them for the first time, they are like, their mind's blown, because they're like, oh my gosh, like this girl's a freak in the sheets. But really I just don't want them to see my gun flapping around everywhere. So I just put on a pair of crotchless pants. So like things like that as well. What is it about your body that you feel good about? But I think also it needs to be a lot of self-work up here, of accepting yourself and loving yourself, because even, I've spoken about it before, but even if you lose weight, that's not going to make you love yourself. You have to accept yourself for who you are first of all, and just like be proud of those curves, mummy. Like okay, what's your go-to sex toy?
Not gonna lie, I haven't invested in that side that much, no. Because they're quite expensive actually.
They are expensive. Okay, I've got loads. I've always quite enjoyed that stuff, and I quite like it when you're with someone that's into doing that sort of stuff as well, like playing with toys and stuff. My go-to at the minute is a wand. I love that. It also doubles up as like a back massager. You've got a bit of back pain.
Have you not seen that film where that parent actually used it as a face massage? They're like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's my go-to. Try it, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's very good. I'd recommend it. It's a good investment.
I've seen the Luna one. I want to try that, but it's like 200 quid.
Oh, I wouldn't spend that much on sex
No.
toy. I think the wand is like maybe £60, but then I got like 25% off. And they do mini ones as well. Just, I think they're new. My friend Kat recommended it, and yeah, it really is. It doesn't look like a sex toy. It looks like a massager. It's massive. You plug it in, and it's external. It's not internal. Yeah, my favourite external one would just be like a rabbit kind of toy. Yeah, that's me. Would you rather hands for feet or feet for hands?
Hands for feet. I hate
Same.
feet. I absolutely hate feet.
Also, how handy to have 4 hands.
May as well be an octopus.
Imagine driving with like hand feet.
I got the long tingers too.
Yeah. Oh, so do I, to be fair. I'm like, oh yeah, so do I. What's your worst date?
Do you know what I've only in my life, apart from someone who I've been with, been on one date.
And how was that date?
I spilt my Polestar martini all over him.
That sounds like a good date.
Yeah, didn't go anywhere after.
I'm not surprised.
No. But that's it. And I literally went to tell that boy.
Well, what was he nice? Was there any awkwardness before spilling your drink all over him?
No, it's fun. It was my first ever date.
Yeah.
And I drank because I was nervous.
Yeah, not always the best thing to do.
No.
Although I make that mistake every time.
What's yours?
I've had loads of bad dates. Oh my god, I've had so many bad dates. I had a guy, I don't know if I've spoken about this before, but I had a guy cry on me on a date once. On the first date. And not only did he like cry on me on his first date, he told me to meet him at this pub, and this pub turned out to be where he not only worked but lived. How fucking lazy is that? Without me knowing, you've tricked me to come to your home and place of work. And then he fucking cried at the table.
Didn't he cry about his ex-partner? Is that the
Yeah,
one?
he cried about his ex-partner, yeah. And then all of his colleagues were looking at me like, all because I said, oh, how long have you been single? And he started crying. I have one guy I met online. We had 3 dates, it was going well. And he said that he lived near me. You know, like you're chatting and you're texting all the time. And he said that obviously he lived near me. He said what road he lived down. I had a friend that lived on that road. And then basically, long story short, went on like 3 dates, and then I was like, something wasn't adding up, like, and I caught him out that he lived in Devon and he was driving 4 hours each way to just go on a date.
That's commitment. Why did you do that?
Why would you lie? Fucking weirdos, mate. Weirdos out there. Is there a significant other in your life?
No.
No. We're free, guys.
We're free.
Any hot toddy out there? Come and get us, we're sexy.
Give me the dick.
And that. What's your biggest turn off in a partner? Love you, by the way. Love you too, thanks. She's talking to me, not you.
Oh. In like when you first meet someone.
Well, it just says in a partner, so it'd be anything.
Mouldy teeth. Teeth's the first thing I look at,
Isn't it?
if they have disgusting teeth. And the breath, oh, someone has bad breath, that's, I don't even need to talk to them again.
Yeah. No one needs bad hygiene.
And if they're arrogant.
Yeah, I hate arrogance too. I really agree with that.
Don't like that. Quite an open.
I don't like I like hair on a man, but I don't like massive hairy back. Chest hair, absolutely not a problem. Back hair, absolutely not.
They're an animal, Rose.
Yeah. I know, but I'll happily wax it for them. It's not a problem. I don't want it. Yeah, I've waxed loads of people's backs, yeah. Because I've loads of hairy men. Someone said, what's your 5-year plan for the future?
5-year plan. No children.
Well, how old will you be in 5 years?
I'll be 20. I don't know.
Will you still be in your 20s? Well, how old are you now?
24. I'll be 29.
29. Oh, so jealous.
Be 29, and 5-year plan, probably to get a good career, to go to uni, study,
Okay.
and that's about it. Maybe travel a bit.
Is this burger nice?
Yeah, it's alright. It's not brilliant, but
Well, you haven't got a bad career, have you? Don't like this kind of lettuce.
no, I haven't. But it's not a trade that I could go by myself in. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So what would you want to study at uni then?
Counselling.
Oh yeah, of course you do. I do know all of this. Just for the benefit of you guys.
What's your 5-year plan, Rose?
I don't have one. Never have. Probably never will. I personally, unless it's something big like education, I'm not a planner. And I don't agree with plans. Oh, it's got bacon in it.
You won't like the bacon either.
No. Sorry. Right, we got this new.
Smack that round your head. Oh my god! Why'd you spill food all over my car?
Sorry. We didn't show them what we're eating. We've got the new festive burger.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I'm personally not a planner. I think, for me, I can't even write lists. Are you a list person?
On my phone, I do, because I need to be reminded, because if I'm not reminded, I won't do it. But it does take me a while to get through a list, yeah.
I can't write lists. They overwhelm me. It makes me anxious. To me, I'm a very much the type of person that would be like, it will all be alright. Hasn't got me that far so far. But I just think, yeah, you never know what's going to happen. So if it's a big goal, if it's a big goal, then brilliant. And also, I just don't want to be disappointed. Like, in 5 years' time, I'll be 37. So, you know, ideally, most people would expect to have a family by then, or a partner. And I'm not going to say that's absolutely not what I want, but I'm not going to be like, oh, that's where I plan to be. Because if I don't get it, if it doesn't happen, and I die alone, then you'll get more sad about it than you already are.
Just keep doing your makeup, keep doing your YouTube.
Yeah. Do you see yourself having kids? It's a good one to follow up on that one.
One day, just not anytime soon. Got lots of nieces and nephews, haven't we? So we don't need children when we've got them.
Oh my god. That was sexy, I just spilled it everywhere.
Sexy. And a bit of onion just fell out your mouth then. One day, don't know when, like you said, don't want to plan it because then you'd be disappointed. And also, I love money and I want my own money. I don't want to spend it on anyone else right now. Yeah, I'm pretty selfish. And when I was Bryony's age, I always said I didn't want children at all.
all the way through most of my 20s. It was only when I got to probably about 29, 30 that I thought, it's probably quite important to plan for someone to look after you when you get old.
There we go, we're thinking about ourselves still.
Yeah, I am quite selfish. I do often think, like, my mum had 3 children by the time she was my age. We got different mums, by the way. So, and your mum, how old was she when she had you?
32.
So yeah, so she had 3 children when she had, by the time she was my age. I think the thought of having 3 children, like,
No thanks.
could you imagine it?
No.
I genuinely find it difficult enough having the pugs, trying to change, like, arrange for, like, for them to be looked after and stuff.
What was that?
I don't know. We'll eat this burger, then when we get a McFlurry, shall we, and move on, park somewhere else.
We're getting pepped.
Yeah, I am famous now, so.
And I am telling you, I'm not going away. You're the best thing I ever know. You're the best thing I ever. No
Not the
way.
words.
I don't know what the words are.
The words are, you're the best man I ever known. Ain't no way I'm letting go. No way. No way I'm living without you.
I make my own version up because I actually listened to that song the other day and it doesn't sound like anything like I've ever sung.
It's a good song.
It is.
And you, you're gonna love me. Yeah.
Love me.
Love me.
Love me.
Maybe that's what we need to be like on a night out.
I am like that.
All right. Okay, we've changed location. We've got a McFlurry. We've been back round the drive-through.
Oh, you've got lipstick all over your tea.
Have I?
Like all over.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know where we're at.
Who wears red lipstick to
Eat.
food? What a fool. Okay. Would you ever get a sugar daddy?
I thought about it when I've been a bit poor. I actually did sign up to a website once and then I thought, I actually can't do this. And I was young as well. I was only like 19 and I was so poor. It's when, actually, no, it's when I come back from Australia.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I didn't have a job for 5 months. And I thought, I'm just not this type of person. So I couldn't do it. But would I? No, probably not, no. Would you?
I don't think so. I think I enjoy money, but I'm not that driven or bothered by money. I like my own money and I feel uncomfortable, like, even, and this is I think where I go wrong with guys, like even when I've dated guys, I feel uncomfortable if they just buy me a normal fucking dinner.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Buy me food.
My mum's always like, you need to like,
Oh my god, your teeth again. I just want to tell you before we do the whole conversation and then
Where?
you look it back. Oh, you've licked it off.
Oh.
But then you look it back and you're like, well, I've got lipstick all on my teeth.
We're all friends here. If I've got lipstick on my teeth, we've got lipstick on my teeth, and it's like I've just made a big mistake with this red. Yeah, mum's always told me that's where I've gone wrong, in terms of like, I don't want people to buy me or pay for me for stuff. But if I could only ever be with someone for love, I think.
Yeah.
Full blown relationship. But as I get a little bit older, I do consider things more because I'm a little bit like, my feelings towards love have changed so much and I don't know how much I necessarily believe in.
I do get you though, like when I've been out with my friend and she's like a right little wing woman, she tries to get people to buy me drinks and I'm like, I'm an independent woman, I don't need you. Oh no. It just isn't going okay, is it? What is that?
Coffee
it must be the
or
coffee. Anyway. It's not there anymore.
Well done, her. Always a backup plan.
Yeah, I've been like, I'm an independent woman, I don't need you to buy me a drink, and they've gone alright and then walked off.
Yeah. And whereas I think some guys, like, we have this thing of like, oh, equality and stuff, and I think some guys they just want to buy you a drink.
Yeah.
But then I don't want to feel like some guys think they bought you a drink and now they're entitled to get into your pants.
Yeah.
And
I've
hate
had like
that.
guys like full on, like,
getting the ump with you if you.
not even that, actually trying to touch my vagina. If
Ew.
I'm like, you've brought me a drink, that doesn't give you the
What?
right to
Yeah.
touch me. Like,
Fingering me on the dance floor,
no,
hun.
literally, no. Someone's tried to do that before.
Oh no.
So young and naive, and I just, well, not that I let it happen. I just Didn't let it happen.
Just open my legs.
No.
Just did a slut drop.
I just was a bit like, what's going on? Oh, yeah, weird.
But no shade if you're about sugar daddies, because I get it. And I think, and also it's a two-way thing, because I think there are some men that really enjoy buying people stuff. They really do get that kick. Like, I know that there's some women that have been really successful on like websites where they're not even like doing anything sexual, and men are like buying them fridge freezer. They make a wish list, and these guys just want to treat that said woman. I know. Yeah, I watched a documentary about this woman. She literally would just like do video chats, but it wasn't sexual, and she'd have a wish list. And
I would do that.
Yeah, I would, but I think it was more about these guys. They wouldn't just do it for anyone. They became so fond of her.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. I would be a bit
because what I'm saying is that some people like, some men and maybe some women like treating, they like spending that money for whatever reason it might be. But I think if you're a receiver of that money, you have to be cautious of what you're expected to give in return, and if you're comfortable with giving that in return. But I think it depends on the individual as well. I mean, like I say, if I met a guy who was well off, I wouldn't be with him for his money, but wouldn't it be fantastic to fall in love with someone that's rich?
It would be.
It would.
It would. You wouldn't have to worry about if you ever had kids, their life, would you?
Yeah, but but money doesn't, like, I wouldn't go with someone because they've had money. I've never been with anyone that's had money. In most if not all relationships, I've earned the most out of both of us, and I don't even earn that much.
No.
Okay, next question. Thoughts on OnlyFans and camming?
Again, did think to do that once when I was skint.
Yeah.
Didn't do it. Should have. Didn't.
What? Okay, so how far would you go with your OnlyFans if you had one?
I wouldn't do OnlyFans because you have to promote it on social media, and we obviously have parents in there, and I just wouldn't. I couldn't put myself out there like that when I know family's watching. However,
okay, what if family wasn't around? Like, what if you had a social media platform you could promote it on where your family wouldn't find out?
Yeah, probably do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you?
Initially I say yes, but I feel like those things, once they're out there, they're out there.
True.
And the potential backlash that could come from it. But I'd potentially do it without showing my face.
Do you know what? I think actually you're right, because job-wise, especially our jobs, we definitely would have to be very careful.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe without the face within the job industry that we were in, but
again, I have no bad feelings towards it. Like, if someone I met told me that they had an OnlyFans page or were camming, I'd be like, good for you. Yeah, and I'd want to know more. And I'd be like, you go, like, get your coin however you, as long as you're safe and you're content and happy doing it. I don't think there's any problems with it. And also, I just don't have time. It's difficult enough. It's difficult enough to get up and it sounds horrible, that's the wrong way to say it, but when you work anyway, like, if you do or you don't, when you've got things to do, like with my YouTube, it's difficult enough sometimes driving myself to do my makeup for a YouTube video and then get on and film it. Never mind having to get myself into some sexy pants and get my old dildo bag out.
dildo bag.
And do whatever you're doing on OnlyFans.
Roll your wand out.
Oh, this is a nice one. What's your favourite memory? I can't remember anything really.
What, like us two together?
I don't know, it just says what's your favourite memory.
I've lots of favourite memories. I guess life's a memory, innit? Well, it is, but I've had like a proper fun life, to be honest.
Yes, but is there anything that sticks out?
I went to Italy. That was cool. Probably the best holiday I've ever been on. I say I've got loads of memories, can't remember any.
Yeah, exactly, I can never remember it. Yeah, mine's probably holidays as well. Like, I've been really lucky enough to have like amazing girl holidays. My best friend is also called Bryony, so there's two Bryonies. And me and her have been to some really amazing places. Been to Ibiza quite a few times, Mexico quite a few times. So those are definitely up there. I swam with whale sharks in Mexico. That was absolutely amazing. Like wild ones in the sea. Yeah, that's up there.
Went to Whitsunday Island and Australia. That was amazing.
Yeah. Seeing different things. Yes, so this lady says, I have zero confidence, insecure, always comparing myself to others. My boyfriend's ex is so attractive and it makes me feel shit about myself. It's sad, isn't it? But I think it's something we can all relate to.
Yeah. When a partner has a really... The thing is, I think I've had that where I've had a partner that their ex, I'm definitely like, oh my god, they're so much prettier. But they wouldn't be with you if they thought that, and if... Yeah.
Beauty is only skin deep, and that is so true. To you she might be really attractive, and to you she might be more attractive than you are, but not always to other people. You know, all the old sayings, beauty is in the eye of the beholder and all of that stuff, it is so true. So again, I've spoken about it so many times, but all of that, you need to do self-work from within. Okay, you need to accept yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself, embrace yourself for what you are. Your partner wouldn't be with you if you didn't want to be, and it clearly didn't work with his ex, and you can't be with people for how attractive they are anyway.
Beauty's nothing, and
it gets boring within a week.
Like, imagine being the most prettiest person but having the driest personality and can't laugh. Like,
yeah, I'm so lucky I've got both.
Yeah. Well, one of them's got to have both. I'm funnier.
Here we go. Anyway, so yeah, I think in regards to like having low self-esteem, always comparing yourself to others, it's such a waste of time comparing yourself to other people, because what you're comparing to, that person is comparing themselves to someone else, and it's a vicious cycle that we're in due to the society that we live in, and it's so sad. But I really think you need to look at things that are more important. When you get those moments come up where you're comparing yourself, look at things that are more important and remind yourself of the things that you love about yourself. There's nothing wrong with seeing an attractive person, and I do it all the time, every day, and I think, wow, she looks so attractive. I love her outfit, I love her style, I love her, you know, the way she looks. It might be her hair or whatever, but that doesn't make me feel shit about myself anymore. Once upon a time it did. Once upon a time I'd get funny about people on the telly and worrying that the person that I'm with is looking at them. What a waste of energy. And the only person that's affected is me. Like, there's no one else that's affected, and then it affects your relationship because you're instantly being off with them now, and you can't explain why, because it's down to your own insecurities. You need to get to a place where you can appreciate that there's always going to be somebody out there that is attractive. You know, you can't be the most attractive person in the world, because beauty is different in everybody's eyes. That's what makes the world go round.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'd all be going after the same person if we all found the exact same thing beautiful. But I think it is really difficult, but it all starts with self-work. It really, really does. And you need to just be kinder to yourself. Tell yourself the things that you like about yourself. Do it in the mirror and it will get easier. Smile at yourself when you look in the mirror. That's really hard to do. But every single time you see your reflection, make yourself smile at yourself, and you'll see quite quickly that you'll become to be more confident with your reflection.
I think even if you don't like anything, because there is sometimes people there that just don't like anything about themselves. I think I've been in that situation where I've just hated how I look. I'm ginger, as you can see. And just hated everything, but it got to the point where I just told myself that I'm never not gonna be ginger. I've never been skinny in my life. Probably could get it one day, but here we are. Just tell myself
and also,
that
we mock about gingerness. Sorry to interrupt you, but we mock about gingerness, and most of our family is ginger. But I think ginger hair is beautiful.
I love the ginger.
Yeah, and sometimes I get a bit sad that I'm like the only one that hasn't got it. Like, I think red hair is so beautiful, but that's what I mean. You would have felt insecure about having red hair
when I was younger. Yeah.
Other people are looking at you like, wow, your hair's so beautiful. I'd love to have that. So many people,
have said that they want
and yet
my hair.
You dye it blonde.
But you know, the only reason I have dyed it ginger, but because it's such a unique colour, I can never get it back to, and I'm not willing to just have the grown out look. Well, I do have a bit of grown out at the moment, but
I think you should just have a grown out look.
No, I just don't think I can do it, to be honest.
What, so you're going to have blonde hair for the rest of your life?
Until I go grey, and then it'll just blend in.
Granny pants or a sexy thong?
Granny pants are so comfortable and I love them. Depends where you're going, what you're doing.
Yeah.
I find both comfortable, to be fair.
Yeah. Before I would have always said granny pants, but legit since I found those thongs in Primark, that's all I wear at the minute.
I think, yeah, it just depends.
Go through phases.
Yeah. I would never wear granny pants before, but recently I have, so. And I've truly found my love for granny pants.
Yeah, bigger the better.
Yeah. High-waisted granny pants, the best.
We talked about that yesterday, weren't we? Do you believe in the third date rule?
What's third date rule? No, because I've never had a third date.
Well, you don't have sex till your third date. So say if you were to start dating today, do you believe in that rule?
I don't really.
No. Do you have any rules if you were to start dating?
For them to make me laugh.
No, in about having sex.
Oh,
Fuck's sakes.
not really. No. I think if you're
feeling it,
and they are too, then why would you wait? I think.
I think some girls feel they have to wait. It's definitely something that I've felt before. You feel you have to wait because you feel like if you give out on the first date, that guy's not going to ever see you again.
Yeah, I do get that.
Which is so backwards and such a shame. But unfortunately, we can't control how men's minds think, and some men do think like that. Some men absolutely won't judge you for wanting to have a good time and just do what comes naturally to you. Both in that moment. So
yeah. I guess it also depends if you're actually looking to get a relationship out of that date, if that makes sense, because you can go on dates and not want the relationship.
My absolute old rule, because I haven't really dated in ages, but when I did go for a phase of dating loads, my old rule would be, if I was on a first date having a great time and thought that I would potentially like to have a relationship with this person in future, I wouldn't sleep with them on the first date. If I was having a good time, was attracted to them, but thought this isn't the type of person that I want to have a future with, then I'd probably sleep with them.
Yeah, I agree.
That was my old rule, but now I can't even fucking get a text back, mate. Like, there's literally nothing out there. I tell you what, you get to this age, embrace it while you're in your 20s, hun, because you get to your 30s and everyone's married, all the good ones are married off, and you get left with all the fucking frogs at the end that don't turn into fucking princes.
Yeah, I get that.
When I was your age, I'd have dates like that. I used to have like 5 dates a week.
Lord Jesus, you're a busy girl.
I was, yeah. Have you ever lied to a partner about your numbers, sexual numbers? No.
Have you?
No, I haven't lied, but it's also something that I will never ask that question, and I don't really think it's personally for me, don't think it's a good topic of conversation for you to have when you're in a relationship. That's the past. And the number of people that I've been with doesn't define me as a person, or as a person for you to have a relationship with. I don't want to know how many people they've slept with. I'm not curious about that. And I do think that people feel the need to ask that question. It usually comes from a place of insecurity.
I definitely am just curious. But I do get what you mean. It does sort of, then you start getting jealous that they've slept with other people, and then you're like, oh,
well, where does it stop in your mind? Where does your mind stop wandering to?
Yeah.
Because if you've been with a guy that says, oh, I've been with 5 or 10 people, but then what if that guy turned around and says, oh, I've slept with 250 people? Well, you're now defining that person by the amount of people they've slept with, but I think naturally that makes us feel like they're less trustworthy if they've been with that many people, but they're not. It's just, that's their past.
I don't know if I'd sleep with someone that's been 250 people, they might get an STI.
Well, you use contraception until you're...
Yeah,
you
true.
use contraception. I don't want any pregnancies out there.
Oh no.
So what would you then want to know their number before you slept with them then?
No, I wouldn't. That wouldn't be my, like, oh, how many people have you slept with? I wouldn't just be like that. It would be...
Plus, you could sleep with someone one time and get an STI.
Yeah,
so again,
exactly.
It's neither here or there, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, personally, I've never lied because it's not a topic of conversation I've ever had, because I will avoid that. And I do think it's usually girls that will ask that question.
I've never lied to lie, I'm a virgin. I'm a nun.
Do you have any sexual fantasies other people would find gross? I guess any sexual fantasies would be funny to talk about.
Do I have... No. I don't think I have a fantasy. Do you?
No, I used to, like... It's difficult because I think you have, like, moments where you think, oh, that might be fun, but they're not actually things that I'd necessarily want to go through with. Like, the thought of a threesome intrigues me, but I know that actually when I'd be there I wouldn't actually like it and wouldn't actually have a nice time.
It's the car.
But I'm so envious of people that are like, oh yeah, like DTF with a couple, like more than one person.
I don't know if I wouldn't enjoy it. I just think it's a process, isn't it? It doesn't just happen.
Yeah, but for some people it does just happen, doesn't it? And I think, I don't know, maybe, but this is the thing with sex, is you're changing all the time. So if it, I'm not saying that I would absolutely never do it, because if the situation arose and it felt right, then I might. But I've never been in I can think about it, but I've never been like, I want to actively go out and find that and do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone spat in my mouth once. And I went,
oh, did they?
And I was feeling like, maybe that's a fantasy about that person, I don't know. And do you know, I just thought it was a sloppy kiss. And then I was like, oh, full on spit in there, spit back into their mouth. Get away from me. That wasn't cute.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
Would you ever be like peed on or anything? That's quite a gross thing that people do, isn't it?
But no, I would not be peed on.
Well, some people are into that, I'm just asking you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, golden showers aren't for me either. Question for your sister, is Rosie really happy as a bigger girl?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what that means though, like, is she really happy?
Like I think they're saying, is this all a front, or am I actually like this?
No, I think before you started the YouTube, you'd send me videos.
Yeah.
And it would be obviously completely uncropped, because it wasn't.
Yeah. I did, yes. As before I did YouTube videos, I used to just film videos like this, but just for Bryony. Nice.
And they were fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, you were exactly the same there. I think you've grown a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks to the YouTube thing, I think when you first, I actually watched one of your first videos the other day, and it's so different. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think you was probably like that right at the beginning, but it takes a lot to get yourself
it's all
out
been a
there.
process, definitely.
I can tell you now, I would not be getting in underwear like you have on YouTube.
Yeah.
No way. So, but however, if I had like the whole year of what you've been doing, then maybe
self-growth, and maybe you could get there. Yeah. So we've already said we're single, but they've said if you are single, what are your views on online dating, as it's a mindfest, and do you have any dating tips or rules?
Online dating, do you know what, every single person apart from 2 I've met online, but never been a serious thing ever. Now, as much as you're saying you're older, I'm also older, and it's just not as easy anymore.
So it is tough. I don't even think that's necessarily about age. I think it's tough because of things like online dating. You're so replaceable. So I've online dated on and off for years, like since I was probably about your age. Fuck me, it's a long time. No, I mean fuck me that I've online dated that long.
Oh.
And here I am. And you're in a catalogue, aren't you? You're so easily replaced. And now I find, and then obviously through lockdown, it's become a completely different way of online dating, because people will like exchange a couple of messages. I find personally, I don't know if you find the same, it's like exchange a couple of messages and that's it.
Yeah.
It's the struggle to even get to first date.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just
people haven't got the commitment to sit and actually want to sit and talk to someone, and then because me, I'd want to get out on a date as soon as possible because I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah, and do you know what though, I think talking to someone when you first start obviously talking to them, for me, I just write off people so quickly. If they don't make me laugh, even over text, I'm so like,
this is what I mean, it's like people are so replaceable.
Yeah,
it's a catalogue, it's pound, 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 pound. You haven't made me laugh in that quick a time, see you later.
And that's probably my main thing.
And we write people off, don't we?
Yeah, 100%. Well, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, but I do know what you mean. There's so many times they might say one thing, or I hate it when you've literally exchanged a couple of messages. Hi, how's your day? What you up to? What do you do for a job? Blah 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 blah. And then they'll like try and go straight in for like a too sexy message, or like not necessarily a dick pic, but along those lines. Like maybe a picture of their like upper torso without a top on, and like you can see their pubic area or whatever, and I'm like, whoa, we've only said hello, like what do you expect me to respond to that? Like, you're a stranger and now you're sending me.
I don't understand why men think that women find a dick pic attractive.
Yeah, we don't.
I get it, and I'm like,
and also guys, know
disgusting.
that dick pic is going in the girl chat. It's going in the girls chat.
I mean, half my friends are lesbians, so that doesn't happen to me. But
you can still like be like, the fuck is this guy sending me this?
Yeah,
stuff
like
for?
what? I just don't like. What do you think I'm gonna do? Get into bed and be like, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that for women, and I think
It really
men
doesn't.
really forget that and think that sending a dick pic is very attractive.
Yeah, and it isn't. Like, yeah, I online date because what other option is there at the minute? Like, I went out on Saturday, not gone Saturday before, and like I was having a nosy around, and there's no talent anywhere, and it's all very well and good people being like, oh, meet someone on a night out, but that's so much harder said than done, because the guys don't really approach me. I don't know about you, guys don't,
Because they're about 18. No one's older now.
well, I don't know, I go to places that people are older. But yeah, no one ever has approached me, really. I rarely get people ever in my life coming up to me and like talking to me
Really?
when we're out. Yeah, and then if I make eye contact with, if I see someone and make eye contact with them, it's very rare, because I don't know if I'm going to the wrong places or whatever, but I find it difficult. So I do online date because I feel like, well, what else are we gonna do? But I find it hard work. I don't enjoy it. I hate it. I would like to meet someone and even not have a full-blown relationship necessarily, but just go and have fun with someone. Like, have great sex with someone, go out and have fun with someone, go for like random drives to Brighton because we've got nothing to do, have some fish and chips. Like, I want to do those things with someone and have that connection, have fun, make the best memories, but it's just so hard to find that person. So
Be single forever.
God. And any dating tips or rules? Biggest tip I can give you is be yourself from the offset. Don't use, in my opinion, don't use overly filtered pictures or touched up pictures. Like, be yourself, because all those things will come out anyway. So for me, I'm actually a bit bad the opposite way. Well, I will tell them all my bad stuff straight away, because I'm like, now you know all my shit.
Yeah.
Now you know all the bad stuff about me. If you're still here, we can move on from that. And I'm not saying do that, but I think definitely be yourself. I think if you're using big filters or like completely Photoshop pictures, well, what do you expect the reaction to be when you meet them in real life? I purposely put pictures on my dating profile, full body pictures. And they'll still be nice pictures, but it will be clear that I am the size that I am. I put my height on my profile. And yeah, I don't have like filtered pictures of me, like, because I want people to see. I don't want to turn up at the pub and then be like,
catfish.
yeah, I hate the idea of that. Don't want that. So be yourself is my biggest top tip. Have fun. Don't drive to that date being like, oh my god, this might be the guy I'm going to marry, because you'll be disappointed. So just go and have a nice time, enjoy it. Don't drink too much, be safe, let people know where you are, let people know where you're going, who you're going to meet. Yeah, anything, I can't think of anything else. Any dating tips? If you don't like them and you're not having a nice time,
Communicate.
say, like, you'd have to be rude, but if you just don't want to be there, and it is a hard thing to do, but I would rather, instead of wasting everyone's time, being like, just in the nicest way, I just don't think there's a connection, and leave.
Yeah. I just think as well, don't open, like, I know for me, I've definitely put everything on the table, emotionally, everything about me, and then they're like, whoa. What?
Yeah, whereas because you're putting too much pressure on it and you're not just having fun and a nice time. Yeah, those would be my main dating tips. And wear something that makes you feel good, because you feel good, that will shine through. Yeah, absolutely. What's your biggest fashion disaster?
I'm not very fashionable, so.
I was on a night out once and my heel snapped off my shoe. That was like so humiliating.
Yeah, my wedge fell off. That wasn't that long ago, actually. It was a few months ago on my way to out, and my whole wedge actually fell off. And I actually went in the shop and got some super glue because I was already there. So
yeah, what do you do? I was pissed, and I think I just had to leave. Okay, we'll end it on a naughty one. So this will be our last one. Okay, so what is the best place and most exciting sexual experience you've ever had?
I mean, you go first.
Okay. it wasn't overly like enjoyable, but I had sex on a beach once in Mexico, and then like the guards fucking shone torches on us and we had to run away. That was yeah, pretty traumatic, and plus so sandy.
Oh.
That was one. I had sex in a jacuzzi once. That was good. That was good fun.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had sex outside and stuff, in a car and things like that, but again, like, it's not exactly enjoyable for us, is it?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't mind a bit of car sex personally, but
yeah, but it's just not.
You're not getting the full experience, are you?
No.
Because it's just a quickie.
Yeah. And it's not the whole. I guess you don't do foreplay. Well, I don't anyway.
Not as much.
It's just
no.
as quick, like,
yeah,
quick
it's a quickie. Yeah.
Quick before we get caught.
Bit of exciting. Yeah.
But yeah, probably just outside.
I mean, if your most enjoyable place to have sex is in bed, that's fine.
Oh no, my most enjoyable place is definitely in bed.
Yeah,
but,
same.
In a bed.
I think the most enjoyable for me is like when, not one particular time, but when you're really connected with that person.
Yeah. Passion.
And you can, like I was saying earlier, have a laugh, like, because I think it should be a laugh. So when you can, like, try anything with that person and feel comfortable to do so, and then if it doesn't work, you laugh it off together and then try something else. Like, that's my favourite for me.
Me too.
Cool. Well, have you had a nice time?
I have indeed. Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. Still eating. Okay, everybody. Well, that is absolutely everything. Thank you so much for joining me today, my little guest, my little co-star. Maybe we should do a karaoke carpool one time with our amazing singing that we've got.
Well, we should got an X Factor. Forget about the carpool.
Yeah, we've got to start somewhere, and it might be good if we start portfolio up in the car first.
Like James Gordon gets us out.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We really, really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that subscribe button. It means the absolute world to me. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Pop that notification bell on so you know of when I upload next time. And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.